We now move seamlessly into Ezra because Ezra 1 continues exactly where 2nd Chronicles 36 ends. In the Hebrew Bible, these books are back to back for a reason, right? So this chapter opens with hope fulfilled. What God promised at the end of Chronicles now happens in history. Judah is still weak. Jerusalem is still in ruins. But God controls kings, okay? The chapter opens with a direct link to Chronicles. And the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, in order to fulfill the word of the Lord spoken by Jeremiah, the Lord moved the heart of Cyrus. This is crucial theology. God doesn't just allow history, God directs it. So Cyrus issues a proclamation across his empire. The Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kings of the earth and has appointed me to build a temple for him at Jerusalem. A pagan emperor publicly acknowledges Israel's God, okay? So then Cyrus gives three permissions. First, return to Jerusalem. Second, rebuild a temple. Third, receive support from neighbors. Okay, this is extraordinary because no rebellion, no war, no negotiation, just divine favor. God doesn't just restore people, he provides resources for restoration. Then, not everyone returns. The text says, everyone whose heart God had moved. But those who return include leaders of Judah and Benjamin, priests, Levites. This is important, okay, because the door is open for all. Only some walk through it. Restoration always requires response. The surrounding people give silver and gold, goods and livestock, free will offerings. This echoes Exodus because Israel leaves Egypt with wealth. Judah leaves Babylon with wealth. God knows how to make former captors fund restoration. Cyrus restored the sacred items that Nebuchadnezzar had taken decades earlier. These include gold dishes, silver pans, bowls, utensils. They are counted carefully. 5,400 items in total, okay? They are entrusted to this guy, who I'm going to pronounce the name now, Sheshbazzar, the governor, okay? What was stolen from God is not forgotten by God, okay? So then we dive into the final lessons. What are the lessons? The first one is God rules over kings. Cyrus thinks he's issuing policy. God is fulfilling prophecy. Second lesson, God keeps his word precisely. Jeremiah said 70 years, and exactly then the exile ends. Third lesson, restoration starts with steered hearts. God moves hearts before he moves people. Fourth lesson, provision follows obedience. Those who return don't go empty-handed. Fifth lesson, God restores worship before comfort. The first priority is the temple, not houses, okay? This chapter records the fulfillment of God's promise to the end, the exile. God steers the heart of Cyrus, king of Persia, who issues a decree allowing the Jews to return to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple. The people whose hearts God moves respond, receive resources from their neighborhoods, and recover the sacred temple items taken to Babylon. Restoration begins not with strength, but with obedience and God's sovereignty.